And welcome again. This is Jason Nast here with the Big Insider Secrets. We got so much cool stuff going on today. It's just amazing. And I'm really excited to share with you some really great information. And what I'm going to share with you today, basically, is really specifically designed for realtors. Realtors in the market. If you are a realtor and you're not finding the success that you're looking for in your life, if you're not finding the kind of momentum in your business that you really, really want, and if you're comparing yourself, and I know we should never compare ourselves to others, but if you're comparing yourself to other realtors in your market and saying, they're successful, why am I not successful? I'm going to have you be the envy. By the end of this broadcast here, you're going to be the envy of all realtors in your local market because you are going to learn right here that's right, three big insider secrets to really rocketing your success, and so much more than that. You're actually going to learn how to leverage your knowledge, your expertise for fast and easier client acquisitions, better relationships, and the most important thing of all, higher earnings. And why do I say the most important thing, higher earnings? Because let's face it, we all got into this business to begin with for money because we see a great opportunity to not only prosper ourselves, but to help other people live a dream, live the American dream, and actually become successful and helpful and healthy and happy because their home ownership. Well, as a realtor, you have the ability to not only help people, but also to make good money while doing it. The other side of that is, however, if you're not making good money, it means that, unfortunately, you're not helping many people. So this webinar today, this live broadcast today is to help you not only help a lot of people, but also make more money in the process. Isn't that the best scenario, like a win-win for everybody? So we're about 1 minute away. Gonna grab a drink of water. Already parched. I'm gonna slam it with some coffee. That's the energy. All right, we're ready to go. So I'm going to do myself a favor right here. I'm going to turn my phone down so we no longer have the noise interruptions. I'm going to tell you when it's time to get your pen and paper out and start making notes. But if you want to, and I highly encourage right now, I highly encourage you to share this with your realtor community and with your friends and your family, because although this specifically is designed for realtors, I'm going to teach you also how in any business, using the right tools and the right leveraging techniques, you can literally rocket your success. This, again, is specifically designed for realtors, but I'm going to share with you how you can just take it to a whole new level no matter what your business is. So let's get started. It's 2 o'clock. I'm excited. Let's do this. All right. So I'm going to get right into the presentation. And there's a little transition here, and it kind of gets awkward. So I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to push it there, and then I'm going to share my screen. So that's what I got to do. I'm learning this new tool, and it's super duper exciting. But I want to make sure that I do it the right way. Very good. Excellent. All right. That was a nice transition. All right. Let's get going. How about I do this and make it actually better for you to hear me? Hello. I'll pull my microphone up. Excellent. So let's see. We're going to be doing some higher earnings. I see Reach Your Peak is on right now. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for joining me. This broadcast is all about the 3 big insider secrets to increase your sales, to increase your relationships with your clients, and not most importantly, because I already said most importantly is higher income, but to also make it easier for you to get clients. And that's a key issue here. That's a key thing. So let's jump right into the agenda, and I'll do that by clicking. There we go. We're going to talk about some things today. We're going to start off with some examples of key players in your industry. And then we're going to talk about why hard work doesn't always pay off. And there's a really clear meaning behind this. And there's a clear distinction about hard work and how hard work plays into your role as a successful realtor. We're going to talk about what to leverage and what it is that what you can leverage that will improve your client acquisitions overall. And this means relationships, earnings, acquisitions, everything. We're also going to give you a little bit of background about me, just so you kind of have some flavor of who and what I am going on. And then we're going to talk about that secret sauce. See, the secret sauce is everything I talk about in number 3, about client acquisitions, relationships, earnings, things like that. We're going to talk about what that secret sauce is. And then we're going to go right into the big insider secrets, 1, 2, and 3. And when I go through that, after that's done, with your permission, I'm going to share with you how you can take advantage of my expertise. That's right, my expertise, and leverage my expertise to help you leverage yours. And again, the end result of this entire broadcast is to help you generate more clients, better relationships, and higher income. And that allows you to serve more people. So let's do this. Let's jump right in, because I am not a dilly-dally kind of guy. Dilly-dilly, but dilly-dally no. Here we go. Some of the top players in your industry. Let's talk about Gary Keller. Are you familiar with Gary Keller? I certainly hope so. As a realtor, Gary Keller is partnered with Keller Williams Realty, is one of the largest real estate brokers in the entire country. And this guy has gone off the charts. But let's talk about somebody else, Tony Robbins. Are you familiar with Tony Robbins? I get the pleasure to actually hang out with Tony Robbins in just 1 month from today, actually. Just 1 month from today, I'm going to be hanging out with Tony Robbins. I'm really excited about that. If you don't know about Tony Robbins, you should take a look at him. Some people call him a motivational speaker. He's not a motivational speaker. He is a transformational speaker. And this guy helps you literally craft your life. And his biggest program is Date with Destiny. And it's truly a phenomenal program. You probably heard about him. He's the Firewalk guy, things like this. And then, of course, Grant Cardone. Now, if you don't know who Grant Cardone, he's kind of a new player. I'll say new because he's been around for the past 10 years. But Grant Cardone is a big player today and has some incredible things going on. But what's important and what's the similar between these 3 people is they all make more money today because of one thing they did earlier in their career. That's right. And that one thing generates them hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in some cases, hundreds of millions of dollars annually with very little effort. We're going to be talking about that very little effort a little bit later on. We talk about hard work and how it pays off. Today, you're going to learn how you can actually leverage the very same tools, the very same techniques, the very same things that they did to generate massive success in your current business. And I mean, no matter what level you're at. If you are a brand new realtor and you are just getting started, that's totally cool. If you are a $1 million earner, that's awesome too. We can help you 10x your earnings and 10x your relationships and 10x your client acquisition process. It's that simple. Just do what they do. And I'm going to share what that is in just a minute. So the question is, does hard work really pay off? Well, we have these great quotes out there, and I think that they're kind of misleading. They take us down the wrong path. There's no secret to success, it says. It's the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. But is that true? Like my dad always told me growing up, work hard, nose to the grindstone, and all that. And I love my dad, and he's an amazing man. And but my mother, on the other hand, always told me, work smart, not hard. And so I had this contradiction growing up, and I had to figure out what that all meant. Now, at the end of the day, do these people that I talked about earlier, Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, Gary Keller, do they work hard? Yes, they work hard. But they don't work hard on their sales. They don't work hard on client acquisition. See, they don't work hard on relationships. See, because of the one thing that they've done, it makes all of that much easier for them because they did one thing to create that easy flow into their business. They do work hard. Don't get me wrong. They work really hard, but they work hard on fulfillment. The question is, would you like to have that kind of problem? Too many clients, too much money, too many houses to list, too many houses to sell. Like, wouldn't you just love to have that kind of problem? Well, if you said yes, then this webinar is for you, because we're going to teach you how to have those kinds of problems instead of too little clients, too few clients, too little money, and not enough houses to sell and not enough houses to list. So we're going to teach you all that right here, right now. So what we're going to talk about is the secret sauce. Okay, this is my favorite part. I love marketing. I love messaging. So what we're going to do is teach you how to leverage your talent. Things that you do every single day right now. We're going to teach you how to leverage that talent to actually increase your sales. We're going to teach you how to leverage your knowledge and your experience. And through these processes, it will make your client acquisition process much smoother, much easier. Relationships with current, future, and this is important, past clients are going to get better and more rich and more fuller because of what I'm going to teach you here today. And money. Again, that's why we got into real estate to begin with, was for the money. But don't forget, we're also going to help a significantly larger number of people because of this process. Now, the reality of it is, what's holding you back? Well, the truth is marketing. Marketing and your marketing and messaging efforts are holding you back from your full earning potential. Literally today, I just got a response, a message. A friend of mine out in California, their local donut shop is suffering. Oh, I'm sorry. They're suffering because a Krispy Kreme opened up nearby. And that local donut shop is losing business, and they're afraid they're going to go out of business because Krispy Kreme is taking over. But here's the thing, and this is what I said, and it's the hard, cold truth about it, is the donut shop might be better. They might make better donuts than Krispy Kreme. But the reality of it is, it doesn't matter that you're better. It matters that your marketing and your messaging is better. You see, if you go back in time, and some of you may or may not remember the VHS player. Well, the VHS player, where we used to watch movies by putting little tapes in the thing, okay, the VHS player was not a better product than the Betamax. The Betamax was a better product, less stretch on the tape, higher resolution, higher quality, better manufacturing. All of the things about the Betamax were the best. Matter of fact, Betamaxes were used in professional, high quality production. This is commercial production you were seeing on TV at the time. It was a better quality product. Then why was a VHS in every single household throughout the 80s? Because the VHS player manufacturers had better marketing and messaging. And that's the same exact issue what's happening out in California with that donut shop. And it's the same exact problem as a realtor, is if you don't have your messaging and your marketing dialed in, then you're not going to get anywhere with it, unfortunately. But let's talk about how to do this, right? Before we get into the details of the secret sauce, I'd like to tell you just a little bit about me. My name is Jason Nast. I have spent 35 years plus in marketing. 20 years I've been a trainer, I've been a mentor, and I've been an educator. I've generated over $170 million in revenue for my personal clients. I have generated billions of dollars in revenue through advertising, marketing, and messaging. I have a huge, extensive background in marketing and messaging. You see, I've worked on film, TV commercials, rock videos, print, billboard, direct mail, email, online, offline, text messaging, marketing, all of this stuff. I've done it all. And here's the key. I know what works. And more importantly, I know what doesn't work. My clients include top agencies, Dancer, Fitzgerald, Sample, Gray. I've also worked with large companies like Samsung, Toyota. You can see on the screen, Toyota, Coca-Cola, Levi Strauss, UPS, Microsoft, so many others. But my favorite clients are local small business clients, people like you who help and serve people on a local level, people like you who make a difference in people's lives through their actions, through their integrity, and through their inspiration and motivation to help local people be better. So, what else about me? I love to travel. If you know me at all, you know I love to travel. Matter of fact, in 2020, I have 7 months of travel plans. I will be going into France, and I'll be going to Netherlands. I'll be going to Nashville, which is a little weird, kind of going from one to the other. But hey, I'm going actually starting in Nashville, then I'm going to France, then I'm going to the Netherlands, then I'm going to Belgium. I'm going to do that. I'm going to be about 14, 15 days. No, I'm sorry, about 20, 22 days doing that. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do some work. And then I'm going to go back out on the road and I'm going to go to Spain for 2 months. And I'm going to do a pilgrimage. You can see me in some of these pictures here on the right-hand side. You can see me on pilgrimage. It is a Catholic pilgrimage, and it is called the Camino de Santiago. It is a 500-mile walk from France to the north, along the north coast of Spain, to a place called Santiago, Spain, the resting place of St. James the Apostle. And it is an amazing spiritual quest. I did this in 2017, and I just knew I needed to do it again in 2020. So that's one of my quests. That's one of my things that I do. I love to travel. But how do I travel? Because I know how to market and message while I'm walking. I know how to message and market while I'm traveling so that my business takes care of me as I take care of my business. I'm going to teach you how to do the exact same. We talked about the secret sauce. Well, here it is. The secret sauce. The top players, they leverage one thing to make money, and that is they become content publishers. Content publishers. They became published authors early in their career. Gary Keller Williams, he wrote several books, and now he's a highly paid professional speaker for his advice on networking, on business, on real estate. He has a net worth of over $200 million. Tony Robbins, 5 books, one co-authored by Peter Malik. His net worth today is $500 million plus. And of course, we talked about earlier, Grant Cardone. First book was in 2008. Today, he's worth $300 million, mostly real estate investing. Now, if you don't know Grant Cardone's story, Grant Cardone was in a pretty bad situation. He was literally hustling cars at a used car dealership early in 2000. So not that long ago, this guy was broke, couldn't afford to pay his rent. But he had 2 things that were going for him. He had the loyalty and the love of a beautiful wife, and he had the knowledge and perseverance and the dedication to write his first book and to stay true to his meaning and his belief, and that is sales. And he learned how to sell. He got good at it. He wrote a book on it, and then he launched his career. Today, $300 million. Come on, folks. Let's do this. Let's make it happen. I'm going to teach you how. These guys, as I said, they published. Success equals publishing. You know, there's a guy named William Randolph Hearst. You may have heard of him. There's a movie about him a long time ago, Citizen Kane, talk about Rosebud and all that stuff. But the one thing he always said was that the money is in 2 places, real estate and publishing. Well, guess what? You have to already be in real estate. So now all you have to do is get into publishing. 10X Rule by Grant Cardone is an amazing book. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. Of course, The Money Master Game with Tony Robbins. And Gary Keller's book, the latest book, is The One Thing. It is the one book, by the way, that he wrote that was not real estate focused. It's more about business focused. So I highly encourage you to check it out if you haven't already. I like to download them and listen to them as audiobooks. I'm a huge fan of audiobooks because I can listen to them at the gym, on the road, pretty much anywhere. So highly recommend you check them out, whether you like them in print or in your ears, whichever way it is, check them out. You'll love all 3 of these books. But the book I'm talking about today is, of course, yours. But let's make one thing absolutely clear. It's a fact. People don't get rich from writing and selling a book. They just don't. What happens is that they write a book, and they think they're going to go out and sell these books to everybody, and then they don't actually sell any books, and they sit in the garage. Well, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is not getting rich from selling a book or because you wrote a book, but getting rich because you wrote the book. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that today. So let's go right into it. How about that? That sounds good to me too. Now is the good time. Remember I told you I was going to tell you when to get the pencil and paper out? Now's a good time to get that pen and paper out because you're going to want to take notes on exactly what I'm talking about. So one thing you might be asking yourself and kind of freaking out right now, that little voice inside your head, blah, 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 going on, And what you're saying is, but writing a book is hard. It's complicated. I don't know. It's going to take years of my life. It's not easy. It's not fun, but it is. The reality of it is fun. It is easy. It is fast. It will not take years of your life. It is not complicated key here, if you know what you're doing and you partner with the right people. I'm going to show you how to do just that. So my question to you, cold calling. Do you think it's fun? I don't particularly think it's fun. I don't personally like rejection. I like it much better when my clients are calling me. So I'm going to share with you how to exactly do that. Yes. Let me go into here. I got to do one thing real quick because I messed up something. No. I don't know if I can get there now. Okay, well, we're going to try this. All right. Let me back up. I have to do one change. I apologize, folks. I did something and I realized all my notes are gone. Yay! Okay. So in this process, I'm going to teach you how to actually create a book that will help you get and leverage your friends and your family. And I'm not talking about like MLM style friends and family. I'm talking about how to actually leverage your friends and family and your clients friends and your clients' family and your business relationship friends and family and get them all on the same page helping you promote your book. Let me get to and see if I can find this. I'm going to go to... So I created a kiosk mode and now I lost all my notes. So I've got to get to my notes. Just a moment. Okay, it's getting a little bit better. Perfect. Now I got to figure out how to get back. Here we go. I think we're back now. Okay. Are we? No, we're not. Ugh. Sorry, folks. I apologize for the technical error. I was in the process of doing something and I completely foobarred it up. And I'm working on fixing the problem. Hang on just one second. Dun, 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 dun. Gotta get out of that mode. Something's wrong. I can't figure it out now. All right. I apologize. Let's back up. Come on, folks. And I think it has messed it up again. I don't even know how I got there. There we go. Nope, that's not right either. Okay, let me go back and stop this share, figure this out, and make this better for us all. I think that's better already. Good. Excellent. Now we're getting somewhere. I just don't know where we are. Wow, I really jumped ahead in that when I was clicking around. There we go. All right, now we are at the right place, the right time. I am slightly embarrassed, but we're going to make this work anyway. All right, here we go, kids. Let me make sure the screen is correct. It is. Yay. Okay, let's get back to work now. So, sorry. Big insider secret number 1 is where we at. Yes. Being a published author. Did you know that being a published author is a way to stand out? It actually will help you reach your clients. It'll help you get into great, intimate conversations with them about your product, your services. And even if you've never, ever, ever talked to that client before, you're going to get them on your side. And I'm going to show you how you can actually leverage that. By the time we're finished here today, I'm going to actually show you how not only to avoid rejection altogether, but I'm going to teach you how to get your prospective clients to take the first step, to actually contact you. I like to say this is a way of getting that first contact or that first date success. The big idea here is that you probably have hundreds, if not thousands of competitors, all bombarding your potential clients with the same boring tactics, the same boring marketing messages. You know what I'm talking about. It's the same little picture on your card. It's the same little pens. It's the same magnets, the same, all those sorts of things. But we're going to teach you how to do it better. See, this is important because catching your clients or your prospective clients' attention means that you have to stand head and shoulders above all the competition, and not catching their attention and not getting them to draw their eyes to you means that you die broke and you serve less people. A book, however, immediately positions you as an expert in a crowd of competitors, all eager to get the business, all eager to get their business, but they want your business. And here's a great example of that. I'm going to teach you this with this example, which is my friend and colleague and business associate. Missed that. Hold on a minute. And we go into, I'm sorry, I'm tongue-tied and messed up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to, there we go. I don't know why that button keeps popping up. Here in Phoenix, there is a great event. It is called the Phoenix Signature, Networking Phoenix Signature event. Maybe about a month or so ago, I was there, and there's about 700,000 people at this event. And I personally, while I was there, I personally met with 20 realtors. Now, it doesn't always have to be a big event. You know as well as I do that even small networking events have more than one realtor there. What I'm about to share with you today is how you can learn at any networking event, whether it's a huge networking event with thousands of people or just one or two or three or four of your competitors there. I'm going to teach you how to be the absolute realtor in the room to talk to. Because if you're a realtor at an event and there's a bunch of other realtors at that same event, you need to know how to stand out. So let me do this so you don't keep seeing that button popped up. And let's give you the example now. Let's say you're Sandy Hayakawa and you are the Cave Creek residential real estate expert. And you happen to have a book called Sandy Hayakawa, the Cave Creek residential real estate expert. Well, with that, you can learn how to not only run a successful business card draw, but win almost every single time. And this is how you win at events every single time. When you walk in the door, the very first thing you're going to do is put your book in the bowl, the one they're collecting for the giveaway, throughout the event. And then you're going to go and do your networking. You're just going to nonchalantly walk around the event, and then you're going to walk to the farthest possible reaches of the room. After a little bit, the networking event leader is going to take that bowl. They're going to pick up a microphone. They're going to go up to a podium, and then they're going to announce. And the first thing they're going to do is pull out your book from this bowl, and they're going to hold it up, and they're going to show it all around the room, and then they're going to say over the PA system, Sandy Hayakawa, your Cave Creek residential real estate expert, are you in the room? Did you put your book in the fishbowl? Now, again, at this point, you want to be standing as far away as possible from that networking event leader, because that way you can shout out over the entire room, woo, I won, yay, you pulled me first. And then immediately follow it up with, wait, no, really, I didn't bring any cards, so I put my book in there instead. But I got an idea. Instead of giving me a prize, go ahead and pull another card and give my book away to that person as my gift. Then wait. See, the leader is going to go ahead and give away the prize they were going to give away, and then they're going to pull a second card. And when they do that, they're going to mention your name again. Hey, we got a book here. Sandy Hayakawa is giving away her book, Sandy Hayakawa, the Cave Creek residential real estate expert. And at that point, you want to jump right back in and you want to say, by the way, if anyone is looking to buy or sell a house in the area, I have a few more books with me and I'd be happy to give you one too. Come see me. I'm over here, all the way over here in the back of the room. But wait, there's more. I think I mentioned earlier, I am an as seen on TV guy, so I get the right to say that. It's not over. You see, that's right. See, after the hustle and bustle of the day, after all of the networking is done and everybody feels like they've just gone out and shoved their cards in 1,000 people's faces and they come home with this pile of cards and they're not quite sure what to do with it and they're going to figure it out tomorrow. After all of that is done, you have your potential client just where you want them. You see, maybe it's after a glass of wine, maybe after some brandy or a beer, after a bath or a shower, when they're relaxed. The scent of warm running water, bath salts in the air, maybe even some soft music playing in the background, soft lighting, wrapped in a towel or a big bathrobe after a warm bath. Now a little glass of hot tea on the nightstand, they're climbing into bed, propping up the pillows just right, getting comfortable, finally at ease. Yeah, taking a deep breath, exhaling slowly, relaxed, feeling good, laying there, the pressure of the day gone, relaxed. And there's one thing, just one thing that would make this night perfect. And I'm sure we're all thinking the same thing. A good book. You see, we're talking about a good book at this point. And at this point, at this moment, they reach over to their nightstand and they grab the book that they won or they got for free at the networking event. You see, you've already subconsciously made them a winner. They already feel good just picking up your book because they won at the networking event. And here's what happens next. They begin to read. Yeah, they begin to read. Now, let's take a look at what happened. Let's do a little recap here. I'm going to tell you the 10 things you learned in Big Insider Secret number 1. And if you didn't have your note, pen, and pad ready to go earlier, now's the time you want to start taking notes. You see, the first thing that happened is the leader of the networking event, who already has respect and credibility of the room, gave you an endorsement from center stage by calling you out as the residential real estate expert in your area. Number 2, you get to echo that from across the room. Number 3, you get to give your book away, not only to the person that the event networking leader gives it away to, but to anybody else in the room. So you get your name and your credibility all established a second time from the front of the room. The fourth thing is you get a 30-second commercial. By the way, not one of the other 20 realtors in the room gets that. But you get that in front of the entire room, not once when the networking event leader calls you out, not twice when you echo it across the room, but 3 separate times you get to announce who you are and that you are the residential real estate expert in your area. That is impressive. Fifth thing is you get to tell the room if anyone is actually interested in buying or selling a home, your services, your business, or whatever, come see you for a free book. That's the 4th time. What does that do? It establishes instant credibility, instant authority, instant recognition as the expert in the room on residential real estate. 9th thing is it's a big time ego stroke. And I'll tell you what, at a networking event, it is important to be proud of what you do. It's super important. And number 10, your client or potential client just took you to bed on the first date, the first contact. Talk about first date success. This is key here because you have them exactly, and I'm talking exactly where you want them. Your business literally has no place to go but rocket to success from there. Why is it important that you want to be in bed with your client on the first date or the first contact? And I'm not talking in a naughty way. I'm talking about this in a business sense. It's important because you have them in one of the most intimate, relaxed settings. But the reality of it is, sometimes people read books in other places. And while you may not want to think of your client in the bathroom, it is still one of the most intimate places. And their guard isn't the only thing that's down at the moment. But there are other places too, like a couch, all comfy, patio, relaxing with an orange juice glass on a lazy Sunday morning, or maybe even on an airplane, when all you want to do is tune everything out and focus on one thing. And wouldn't it be awesome if that one thing was you and your expertise as the local residential real estate expert? Now, I'm really excited. I hope you are too at this moment, because that was just the big insider secret number 1. Yes, we actually get to look at the big insider secret number 2, which has huge impact on your business. And it is all about publicity, free publicity. For the second insider secret, I'm going to teach you how becoming a public author will actually open doors to massive amounts of free publicity. And the main thing to understand, instead of paying for ads, you can actually leverage your book for interviews, speaking engagements, and so much more. Now, if you're not paying for some sort of advertising today, then you're not a successful realtor. We all understand and know that. To become a successful realtor, you must invest in marketing. You must invest in advertising, whether that is on Zillow to get your face next to the picture of the property, or whether that is through flyers or bench ads or billboards. Instead of paying for those ads, I'm going to teach you how you can leverage your book to get those ads for free. Now, this means, let me give you an example here. If you were to buy 30 seconds of airtime on the Super Bowl, it cost you $5 million for 30 seconds, $5 million. By the way, $2 million for the Oscars, $500,000 for Game 7 of the World Series. But we all know, you, me, that's an exaggeration in some respect, because we're not going to be buying ads on the Super Bowl. And by the way, I have had ads running on the Super Bowl and Oscars and Game 7 of the World Series, which is why I know the numbers. We're going to be looking more local TV, right? So just for 30 seconds of airtime on a local morning news show, according to Adweek, Fox Local News is getting $8,300 for 30 seconds of airtime. Now, it's great, because if you call a producer of a local morning TV talk show and you say, hey, here's my business card, I'm a realtor and I'd like some time on your show, they're going to say, great, it's $8,300 for 30 seconds and I'll send you over to our sales department. However, if you contact a producer and you tell them that you have a book about the local residential real estate area, and this is why your viewers need to know what you have to say, they're going to reply to you, when can you be a guest? Now, there are other ways of getting on TV and getting interviewed without a book. You could hire someone like me to get you. But with a book, it's so much easier. I'm going to give you some examples here of my friends, and actually one of them right now is on this live web. I'm very proud and excited to have him as part of our audience today. His name is Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly, you'll see top left-hand side, Global Fitness Club. You'll see him in the middle as well, the Mind Body Business. So my client and friend, Brian Kelly, got over 9 minutes of news talk TV time right here in Phoenix, Arizona. Now, in Phoenix, Arizona, we are the 15th largest market in the United States. That's significant. Now, you might ask yourself, how much did this cost him? His cost was $0. Well, actually, let me be honest. Truth is, we actually bought the producer a cup of coffee after the show. So really, let's say it's $5 at Starbucks. But can you imagine getting $150,000 of airtime? That's 9 minutes at $8,300 per 30 seconds for the price of a cup of coffee? See, with a book, you can do that and so much more. Radio, TV, print, newspapers, local magazines, articles, podcasts, vlogs, YouTube. There are so many options available to you now because you have a book. By the way, it's really important to know, if you notice in the center picture there, Brian Kelly has gone from that experience and now runs and conducts his own interview show that's featured on 16 different platforms, including Amazon, Roku, Apple TV, Chromecast, and a slew of others. And if you want to reach out to him, you want to check him out at Reach Your Peak LLC, I believe it is, .com, or check out the Mind Body Business Show on Facebook and or YouTube. Another client of mine is Richard Barrier. Now, Richard Barrier, he's at the bottom left and on the right-hand side there. Richard has been featured on national publication and as seen on TV with over 13 minutes of airtime. And that was just on one local news channel. Richard has a program out there called, it helped with distracted driving early on, and it was to help your text messaging services and to pause them while you were driving so that they would show up when you stopped, and it would help reduce, the mindbodybusinessshow.com. There we go. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate that. So Richard was able to leverage all of this information and to get on TV for 13 minutes. Again, this is the kind of thing you can do once you are a published author. Now, you might be asking yourself, and the little voice inside your head is going, but wait. Writing a book is difficult. It can take so long. And the reality of it is it can take a long time. Without a focused and methodical system in place, it can take a very long time. And the reality of it is, on top of that, is most people give up when they try to write their book themselves. Very few stick with it to the finished product. And even when they're finally done writing, they don't know what to do with it next. They don't know how to prepare it for printing. They don't know how to secure a publishing contract. And once they do all of those things, they don't know how to leverage their book. They don't know how to leverage their book once they have it. As I mentioned earlier, I've been teaching, training, mentoring, and educating since 1997. As a marketer for 35 years, I've won a Clio Award, which is equivalent to an Oscars, but for TV commercials. And I'm a 2-time Marketer of the Year award winner. I love teaching, marketing, and messaging, helping others learn, earn, and grow. That is my passion. And my goal in my life is to share the wealth of my experience, my knowledge with the world in such a way that every single person who knows me will profit and prosper. I've published numerous books of my own, and I've helped many others publish theirs. Now, if you're ready to take the next step, if your specific city is available, you can private message me, or you can leave a comment below, and I will reach out to you and verify if your city is available. Now, in the meantime, while you're doing that, I want to go ahead and get into the big insider secret number 3. And this is how you can leverage not only your book, but your relationships as well. The third big insider secret is how you can actually sell your book without selling it. So we're going to roll back to Sandy Hayakawa, and her book, The Residential Real Estate Expert in Cave Creek. And in her book, she's going to write about pest control, because the reality of it is, in every area across the country, there are different types of pests. Here in Arizona, we have scorpions. And when I say scorpions, I don't mean the rock band scorpions. I mean the real creepy crawler-kind scorpions. Okay? And so Sandy is going to call her favorite pest control. And, by the way, don't all realtors have favorite pest control people? I think they do, right? So let's say that Sandy's favorite pest control people is Joe's Pest Control. So, by the way, this works in any industry: plumbers, electricians, remodelers, flippers, dentists, lawyers, beauticians, I have not found a business that a book was not right for. Even morticians, yes, for real, morticians. She calls Joe and she says, "Hey, Joe, I'm writing a book and I need to know the number one thing that home buyers or sellers need to know about scorpions." And Joe says, "Sure, don't leave your doors open." Okay, let me be clear. I'm being seriously simple, oversimplifying this just so I can get the point across. But so Sandy adds that quote to her book. Her favorite pest control peep, Joe's Pest Control, says to avoid scorpions, don't leave your door open. Great. You see, something's important in this message. Being a published author is a big deal, but being quoted in a published book is a big deal too. You see, you have just immediately elevated Joe to expert, thought leader, celebrity status by association, and more. Now, what do I mean by celebrity status by association? Well, I'm quite confident over time, you've probably seen your friends and family or other people posting pictures of themselves with famous rock stars or famous actors or famous people and peers in their industry. It's called credibility by association. So when you see people posting their pictures with celebrities and notable players, by the way, if you don't do this, I highly recommend it. A friend of mine, Mark Victor Hansen, is a mentor, shared with me back in 2003. He said, you should take a picture with as many people as possible. And then the next time you run into them, show them the picture. You see, if they might not remember your name, they may not remember who you are, but they know that they already know you. They've already met you before because there's a picture of you and them together. Then you want to post these pictures now on social media because this is a great opportunity because it establishes you as a mover and a shaker, as someone in the know, as someone that associates with movers and shakers. By the way, even if they're unknown, posting pictures of yourself with other people as they grow and become powerful figures, you get to kind of hitch your credibility by association to their bandwagon, just like Joe is positioning it with you. So here are some pictures of me hanging out with some friends. There's Russell Brand. He's a great guy. Glenn Morshower below at the bottom there. And Laurel Langemeyer is known as the Millionaire Maker on top in the middle. Now, you may not know who Glenn Morshower is, but you know who Glenn Morshower is. He's that guy who kind of everybody knows. He's in every movie, but you don't remember him. He's in Moneyball. He's in Transformers. He was Agent Pierce in the show 24. Like, the guy's been around forever, and he's an amazing friend and a great guy. So this is how I position myself, by posting these pictures. Now, up on the top right-hand side, that's Ray Parker Jr. You know who you're going to call. That's right, Ghostbusters. That's exactly right. But my favorite picture here is the one on the bottom right-hand side, and that is Les Brown, a.k.a. Mama Brown's baby boy. And he is an incredible motivational speaker, thought leader, and in this picture, he's actually asking me for my autograph. It was a proud moment in my life, and a blurry picture and all, but it is pretty impressive, and I'm excited about it. So that's my favorite picture. But what am I saying here? I'm saying credibility by association works, okay? It absolutely works. And it works for me. It will work for you, and it's super important to understand that it works for Joe of Joe's Pest Control too. You see, while Joe is telling everyone that he's been quoted in a book, a real book, by the way, he's also telling everyone that you are the local residential real estate expert by default. Now, would you rather hear from someone like, blah, 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 I'm an expert, I know this and I know that? Or would you rather hear from a trusted friend or colleague, hey, Sandy is an expert in Cave Creek residential real estate. She knows the local area, and she's great at getting the best prices in the market. She quoted me in her book. Here it is. Now, hold on a second. That brings up a big point. Do you think that Joe might actually be interested in having a copy of that book for himself so he can show his friends and family that he's published in a book, like a real book? But maybe Joe will buy a few copies for his friends and family. Or maybe, just maybe, if you instruct Joe the right way, he'll want to order hundreds of books to give away to his clients. You see, because not only are you the residential real estate expert, it says so right here in the book, but you, as the residential real estate expert in your local area, know exactly who to call for pest control. It says so right here in the book. By the way, that's just one way. I can share with you many ways on how Joe will and his clients will want to buy way more than that just by doing a few simple things in your book. Bottom line is, you can offer it to Joe to leverage your credibility and your knowledge and your abilities, and others who can use the book to enhance their own product offers, their own product credibility. You see, Joe is going to use your book to show his clients that you recognize him as an expert. And in the meantime, he's associating with your credibility as the local expert in residential real estate. Win-win. This is key because you can work hard to sell yourself and sell your book and let the whole madness of trying to sell your book, when really what you want to do is sell real estate. You want to help people get into homes. You don't want to be out there selling your book. So let other people sell it for you. Just like the networking event leader shouting your expertise from the stage, or Joe leveraging you in your book to promote himself, he's promoting you at the same time. Now, today, we're going to be offering a wonderful package. We've partnered with Platinum Expert Publishing on the Local Residential Real Estate Experts publication. And this is where you as a realtor get to be recognized by your peers and your clients as a local residential real estate expert in your area. That should thoroughly, absolutely, positively, over the top, off the hook, excite you. Now, what you're thinking might be is, but wait, I don't know how to write a book. It can be difficult. It can take a long time. And as I mentioned earlier, it can be tricky if you don't have the right team, if you don't have the right systems in place. But fortunately, we have a complete system, and it's complete system developed for realtors just like you. So you're probably thinking at this point, why do it the easy way when I can do it the hard way? I can write my own book. I'm talented. And you can sit down at the pen and paper and try to figure out what you're going to write. And I think that's admirable, I guess, if you want to. But I would suggest doing it the easy way. Why? Because using Platinum Expert Publishing Local Residential Real Estate Experts program will get you the book, not only the book, but it'll get you the leverage and the training. So let's look at what it costs to write a book on your own or by subbing it out to some people. So let's say, for example, you are going to hire a writer to help you. According to Writers Market, hiring a ghostwriter for a book that includes the writer's name as a with or as told to on the cover ranges between $22,000 and $80,000. And if you want no credit given to the writer, that range jumps upwards of $100,000. Now, the amounts can slide higher and lower depending on the book's length, the complexity, and things like that. But you're talking about a very specific marketing opportunity here with a local presence. Very detailed, very complex. But with the right system, it won't cost you nearly that. Now, another thing that's interesting about this is that with the Platinum Experts Publishing Local Residential Real Estate Marketing product, you also get exclusive local area rights. Now, I looked into this in Century 21 for a residential real estate franchise. For Century 21, the upfront franchise fee is $25,000. You have to have an investment between $22,000 and $523,000, and liquid capital required starts off with just $10,000, and you have to have a net worth of $75,000. Let's be real about this. That's not even an exclusive area. That you could literally be 10 miles away from another Century 21. We're talking about exclusive local area rights. The other thing, the issue is when it comes to writing a book is securing a publishing contract. Securing a publishing contract is not easy, and oftentimes they are minimum requirements up front to be ordered. Those range from $5,000 to $25,000 up front. And here's the kicker to that. You have to offer a guaranteed buyback for any unsold books. So you're putting your money up front, and then you have to buy the books back if they can't sell them. There's no promise to reprint and no support for after your initial order. Of course, again, this is the hard way. With the Platinum Experts Publishing way, you could do it the easy way. But there's more. I know you're thinking to yourself, wait, this can't be that crazy. It is. You got to have to get an editor. You're going to have to get an editor, and you're going to have to format it, and you're going to do a lot of things. And that can be ranged from like $10 to $25 per hour. But think about the hours that are going to go into reading the book, editing it, and then formatting it. All that's included in every single package we offer today. And then you're also going to get leverage marketing. Now, this is the key here, because writing a book is one thing. And as I said earlier, very few people get successful in selling a book, but a lot of people can get successful because they wrote the book if they know how to leverage it. So I'll be offering 4 weekly sessions on how to leverage and market your book. We're going to be deep diving into some of the training you've heard today and so much more. We're also going to be doing follow-up training. See, after you receive your books, you're going to make sure that you're getting the biggest bang for your buck. And that is something that's absolutely critical to your success. Remember earlier I was talking about Joe's Pest Control and how I can show you so many ways to leverage that book and to get more people selling it for you and more people marketing it for you and more people leveraging it for your success? Well, that's included as well. It's called endorsement training. Now, this one training alone, by the way, this is the first training you receive after you apply for your residential real estate experts indoctrination and induction. This one thing alone can help you offset, pay for, or even profit from your book deal with Platinum Experts Publishing before your book is even printed. This training comes with fully customizable page inserted into the book. It also comes with high training and templates. Teaches you everything you need to know to bring incredibly high value as your expert status, but also to help leverage other people's expert status as well. I also mentioned earlier that I am an as seen on TV guy. And as being an as seen on TV guy, I happen to be good at getting products and services on TV. I've spent 35 years in marketing and 10 years specializing in getting my clients, my partners, and products on TV. I've been all over the country on all kinds of news shows, all kinds of great things. The one I haven't gotten to yet is Ellen. I'm still working on that one. But news, Fox and Friends, all kinds of national publications. And for the last few years, what I've done is I've focused on local press. I focused on this training here with proven templates to get on local news channels, to get into local publications. You'll be able to easily and effortlessly get featured as a guest on local news, talk, TV shows. We can get you in the radio, and we provide the training, the guidance, and the templates for everything you need. Now, I normally charge $1,700 for this course and another $1,000 for the templates alone. But again, all of this is included in the Platinum Expert Publishing product. So I want to also take you to the next step. At the beginning of this conversation, we talked about networking and successful networking. And oftentimes people just don't know what the bleep to do and say at networking events. Now, I have to confess that I learned from the best at networking. And instead of providing this training myself, I pay for all the costs of this training for you. I actually have hired this person to create the training for you. That's $799. But yes, you guessed it, it's included with everything that's being offered here today. You're going to learn what to say, how to say it. And that brings me to the next step, which is scripts. You see, the scripts are everything you need to say. It's a complete done script on what to say to anyone about your book, about your expertise, about your publishing contracts, and it's so much more. These scripts are proven in the field for absolute effective results. Now, normally we reserve these for enterprise and platinum packages. It's always, and the pro plan is an optional. But what we've done for this very special one time, I'm screwing up this webinar kind of a deal, is we've combined all of the packages into one package for one very low price. But wait, there's more. We're also going to include advanced marketing. Yes, advanced marketing. As a 35-year veteran in marketing, I've developed and trained thousands upon thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people on advancing their career using big insider secrets in marketing. These are the secrets that the industry does not want you to know. Now, for people who are ready to advance their career quickly, break through the $1 million earner ceiling earlier, sooner rather than later, this is for you. Now, I normally reserve this. This is what we call the Megastar Marketing kind of a boot camp training. And I reserve this training for rock stars, movie stars, and serious content creators. But for a limited time, we're offering it now to fast-acting realtors. And if you're not interested in this training, by the way, I highly suggest you take it. If you're not interested in this training now, you can actually apply to see if you qualify, and tuition starts at $11,977. But as I said before, this package includes everything you need to be completely successful. And we're going to take it one step further, because we talked about getting you on TV. We talked about getting you interviews. We talked about leveraging your expertise. And I want to get you through that by coaching you through a personal branding interview. That's right. The Big Insider Secrets, I personally will coach you and then interview you on the Big Insider Secrets show. You will also receive rights to repurpose this show and use it in your branding, your marketing, and your promotions. And then I'm going to teach you how to leverage it in your branding, marketing, and messaging. This is a limited opportunity. I am only one person. That means that I can only do this for people who want to act quickly. The first 15 realtors that reserve and secure their cities, they get priority scheduling. After that, it's a space available type situation. Now, there's more, I know. Would you like to be able to continue to be known as the local residential real estate expert? Of course you would. And as I mentioned earlier, typically with a publishing contract, you have to guarantee so many reorders or so many books annually. We do the same thing, but we have a very low quantity. Our quantity is 250 minimum books annually. And by the way, if you're not marketing with 250 books annually, you're going to you don't want to renew, because it means it's not working for you. It means you're just not doing what you need to do. You're not paying attention to the training. You're not actually leveraging what I'm teaching you. Now, those people who are ready to move and make things happen, yes, you will be cranking through 250 books annual and more. By the way, we offer discounts for every package, but bigger discounts for bigger orders. Obviously, that makes our production cost less, makes Platinum Expert Publishing contracts publishing less, and that means that savings gets passed on to you. And I know what you're thinking right now. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Yes, I'm excited too. But you want to know, like, what's the actual fee, Jay? What's this going to cost? Well, let's kind of review, if you're okay with that, everything that we've talked about. So it includes 250 books. You become a published author. That's about $36,000 in value. You're going to have an exclusive local market. That's $25,000 in value. Publishing agreement, $10,000. Writing and editing taken care of for you, $9,500. You're going to get the leverage marketing. That's $8,797. Branded, recognizable, professionally designed cover, $2,600. Endorsement training, $1,800. As seen on TV, $1,697 value. You're going to get the templates as well, $999. You're going to get the networking training, $799, which I personally am going to pay for you, so you get trained by the absolute best in networking. You're going to get the author scripts, the advanced marketing training, which is over $12,000 in value. You're going to get personal one-on-one coaching and interviewing with rights, $15,000. And your annual reorder discount is $7.50 per book, plus shipping and handling. That brings a huge value of $124,668. But you're going to get all of this. You're going to get everything. Lock, stock, and barrel. Everything you need for success for just $4,997. You're going to get the entire package done for you, ready to be a published author. You're going to have everything taken care of. We're going to leverage your knowledge, your expertise, your local market, and we're going to help you become established as a published author and a local residential real estate expert. As you're looking over this value, I have one thing to say, and that is, because you are getting an exclusive local market, it means that we cannot replicate your local market. It means that I live in Arizona, if you are in Scottsdale, Arizona, and you sell houses in Scottsdale, Arizona, and you want Scottsdale, Arizona, then now is the time to secure Scottsdale, Arizona, because it's still available. If you're looking to secure Buckeye, you can still get Buckeye. Are you looking for Verrado? I'm sorry, it's already gone. If you're looking for Naples, Florida, I apologize, it's already gone. So if you want to be known in your exclusive local residential real estate market as the go-to residential real estate expert with a book published by Platinum Experts Publishing, now is the time to reach out to me. I will be looking for your comments. I'll be looking for your private messages, and I'm really excited to see you on the other side and start to leverage your knowledge, your expertise to help you with client acquisitions, to help you build better relationships with past, present, and future clients, past, present, and future partners, and also, most importantly, helping you earn more money by serving people and helping them get into their homes. I'll see you on the other side. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm grateful for you. Here's to a prosperous 2020.